Assalamu alaikum. This is Sadia Puram. Today we are going to study about the very important civilization that is called Roman civilization. As I told you that in this chapter we are going to study about three civilizations, and in which one of the Greek civilization and second one is Roman civilization. So you have studied about Greek civilization in your class. Today I am going to explain the different aspects of Roman civilization in this lecture. So the Roman civilization was started from 753 BC to 476 AD. It had a small town, and this town was near the central Italy's river that is called Tiber. So this civilization expanded most of the continental Europe, Britain, and much of the Western Asia, Northern Africa, and Mediterranean island. It is believed that the ancient Rome was founded by two brothers, Romulus and Remus. Later on, Romulus killed Remus and named the city at his name, Rome. So basically this is the name which is given to the Rome from the name of the Romulus, because they were two brothers, and it is said that there were two brothers, Romulus and Remus. So Romulus killed Remus, and the name of the city was called from that time until now Rome. So this is related to the name of the Romulus. So this is the background of the Roman civilization, where it was started. It was started near Italy, central Italy, and near the Italy's river, which is called Tiber. So it is about because of the ancient civilization and having the ancient history, so it is very much important in your syllabus as well as in the history. So first of all, we will study about the government system of this civilization. So the government system of this civilization was like two types. There were two governmental systems practiced by Rome with the passage of time. First of all, Roman Republic, and second one was called Roman Empire. So this is also included in your question as well, and I have already told you in your class about the two governmental systems which were practiced in Rome. First of all, it is called Roman Republic, and second one was called Roman Empire. So the Roman Republic system was practiced in the initial means in the starting 500 years of ancient Rome. It was government in which officials were elected by the people. These officials were known as senators. In the Republic system, the government was not led by the single man, but the elected ones made decisions of the people. The government had constitution and law. So there are so many things which are being explained by me. So first of all, I am going to tell you about the meaning of republic. So it was the system of Roman Republic that was called Roman Republic. Republic means the system of the government which is run by the representative of the people, so people of the country. So it was a system same like today's democratic system, and I told you in the chapter of one of the chapter of midterm about the democracy. So democracy is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. So also in this Roman Republic governmental system, people were elected by the government officials were elected by the common persons, and they will cast a vote for them, and they elected their representatives, and these elected representatives were called senators. Is it clear? So the people of the Rome elected their representatives, and these elected representatives made the government, and this government was called Republican government or the Roman Republic. So आप देखिए कि उस नेम के अंदर भी आपको रिपब्लिक, पब्लिक का मतलब कॉमन पर्सन्स. So common persons elected their representatives, and they made the government, and they made all the decisions having importance in the government of the Rome, and no single man could make any decision. So what is the meaning of single man? Before the Roman Republic, there were in all the throughout the world, mostly the kings or the queens were ruled all over the world. So that is called single man, means the king or the queen. So when the people elected their representatives, so there were more than one representatives. So a group of, you can say, the group of the representatives who made the decisions of the people or the government, and the government had also the constitution and laws. And I have also told you in the previous chapter about the constitution and the meaning of the constitution. So once again I am going to tell you the meaning of the constitution. So constitution means a book of law, in which all the rules and regulations are being written, which are being enforced in any country by the government. So this government, this Roman Republic government, also made the constitution and different type of the laws for running the administration of their government. So I hope that you will understand very well about the Roman Republic. So after this, you can see in your slide in the second paragraph, after this, the Julius Caesar ended the republic rule. So there was the new ruler of the Rome, and that was and he was called Julius Caesar, and he ended the Roman republican system of government. In this system, the government was led by a single ruler. Now the Julius Caesar was the most prominent leader, and he was the single person who made all the decisions, and who cancelled all the previous laws and rules and regulations, and he also abolished the group of the people who were elected by the government in the Roman Republic, and he was now the single person who constructed the new government. So Julius Caesar was the most prominent. Prominent means very important leader or main leader of that time. He resolved the public matters, instructed the army. He resolved the public matters means he was a single person. As I told you in the previous paragraph, when we were studying about the Roman Republic, there is written the one word, single man. Single man means I told you, the king or the queen. So now that time in the second system of the Rome, Roman Republic was cancelled, and the new system of government was made by the Julius Caesar, and he was a single man. He was all in all in the Roman government, and his government was called Roman Empire. So he himself resolved all the problems of the country, and he also gave the instructions to the army. His era is known as Golden Age. What is called? It was called Golden Age. Because why it was called Golden Age? Because people lived in peace during his era. In his time of government, in the time of the government of Julius Caesar, people lived peacefully, happily, prosperously, and that's why it was called the Golden Era. Era means time. So there was no shortage of food or threat of the invaders. So before the time of Julius Caesar, there were always the threatening of the invaders and warriors, and always there were the wars and different type of the conflicts in the countries. And because of the different type of the wars and invaders who conquered the different areas of Rome, there was always the shortage of food and conflict between the people and the government and the different type of the enemies. But when Julius Caesar came, he made the government very peaceful. He made the country a peaceful country, a prosperous country, and people were happy with their ruler. And the ruler was Julius Caesar. So they lived happily. There was no shortage of food or threatening of any warrior or enemy. After him, his son took hold and laid the foundation of Roman Empire. After the government of Julius Caesar, his son became the king of Rome, and he constructed the Roman Empire. Empire means the large scale of government which has a lot of the areas which they conquered. So Julius Caesar also and his son conquered so many areas, and after Julius Caesar, there was his son, and he laid the foundation of he started the foundation of the Roman Empire. So Caesar Augustus became the first emperor. So it was after the end of the Julius Caesar's empire, there was his son, and he laid the foundation of Roman Empire. So I think that you may understand very well about the Roman Republic and about the Roman Empire. So at the end of this lecture, once again I will conclude both of the system of the governments once again. So now we will read the next topic. So next topic is the social system. So question is this: after the Roman Republic or the Roman Empire, which type of the social structure was there? It means which type of the people were there, whether there was any caste system, or the partition or division of any land area, or the division of any type of the group of the people. So we will study the social system. There were two social classes or two social systems in the ancient Rome. Social means कि उनकी सोसाइटी के अंदर किस तरह का सिस्टम होगा. क्या जैसे हमारी सोसाइटी के अंदर भी बोला जाता है दिस इज अपर क्लास, दिस इज मिडिल क्लास, दिस इज लोअर क्लास. सो सेम लाइक दैट देयर वर टू टाइप ऑफ द क्लासेस इन द एंशिएंट रोम. फर्स्ट वाज कॉल्ड practicians and second was called plebeians. So plebeians and practicians. So first of all we will read about the practicians. So the practicians were known as the ruling class. So practician means the people who ruled over the country. So ruler of the country, or in the republic government there were some people who were the representative of the government. So in any case, those who were ruling on Rome, they were king or any group of people, they were called patricians. Is it clear? So they were less in number, ये तादाद में कम होते थे, and had power over the Roman Empire. So in the Roman Empire you studied that there was the single person, and in the Roman Republic you studied about some group of people who were elected by the rest of the country. So they were less in number, but they were the ruler of the Roman Empire. So they were called patricians. So they included the senators. So as I told you, and I will also conclude all these lines with the reference of the Roman Republic once again and the Roman Empire. So first class of the Roman Empire or Roman Republic was called patricians. Patricians were the persons who were the ruler of the country. So in the Roman Republic, the patricians were the senators who were elected by the people of the country, and in Roman Empire, the patricians was the Julius Caesar, who was the single man who administered the country. So the ruler of the Roman Empire were called patricians. So number 2 was the plebeians. So who were the plebeians? The other class was called plebeians. So these include the farmer, army men, artisans and laborers. So different type of the people who were doing different type of the businesses or jobs, like army soldiers or the businessmen or the artists, they all, or the farmers, they all called in Roman Empire as well as in Roman Republic. All these were called plebeians. Is it clear? So at the end I will recall the two names of the government of Rome. First of all, the Roman Republic, in which the member were being elected by the people of the country, and they made the constitution. And in the Roman Empire, Julius Caesar was the single man who was the ruler of the country. So in the social system, there were two type of the systems. First one is patrician, those who were the ruler of the country, and second one were the plebeians, those who were adopting the different type of the professions like army, artists, farmers, businessmen and different type of the jobs. They were called plebeians. So that's all for today. Hope you will understand all these things very well, and if you have any question, then you can ask me in the class. That's all for today. Take care. Allah Hafiz.